kubanga ebintu ebyo bye mulowooza ebyaliwo tebibanga nnyo mwogera nnyo so ebyo byammwe whatever it is that you think there's nothing we have to say to each other apart from girls that you are all here means real music still matters. You're not with them, you are with us. So, if we didn't matter and our catalog was not selling, what are you all doing here? That means that we're still necessary. We might not be as digital as the new artists or trending on TikTok and all that, but our music matters. When people sit back home with their children or in a time when they really, really want to listen to good music, that's where Blue 3 comes in.
When did you hear that statement and you're like, okay, when was that?
This conversation has been ongoing. Yeah, for years actually. Yeah, I think about 5 years we've been trying to make this happen.
Okay.
So I will say when I had this year, when I had the conversation, it must have been early in the year around March. When I heard that the girls were interested in coming together, yes. And then we started having the conversations that led to this actually. Yeah. I've been communicating before, but the communication of we want to do a concert. That was about in March when we started. And I remember saying, let me finish this battle that I'm handling, and then we can, like step into it and get serious with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it has been a very big deal for very many Ugandans, including me. One of the people that we used to sneak these stories was Lillian. She would go on Twitter and kuchankaranya everyone. And type like, guys, the reunion is on. They'd be like, who? And it wasn't happening. Lillian, why were you doing this?
I mean, we have to ruffle the feathers and see what people are feeling about it. It's been a long time since Blue 3 has been on stage together.
Yes.
So just getting feedback from the different social media platforms.
Yes.
Was so interesting.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I don't think that I've had so much interaction on my social media. Like when I asked people, are you all ready for a Blue 3 video?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I honestly think, Jackie, wherever you are, you're thinking, Bananki, now we're going on this big stage after all these years again. You've not been in these big stages, you took your time off and everything, and so now, when this news comes to you, what is the first statement what's the first thought that hits your mind? What is the conversation like with your sisters at that moment? What was it like for you, Jackie?
The first thing at the top of my mind is, yay!
We are back.
It's not even about like we're back. I'm like, finally we can see some real good music.
She said,
ooh, that's something for TikTok. Yeah? Tell us.
Yeah, so I was, that aside, which is the main thing actually, I was really happy about the fact that I'm going to be on stage with the girls again. Because that aside, like right from the very beginning, we just had our own different relationship when it came to being on stage. So I was looking forward to that, and I was looking forward to us reconnecting. Because of course there was that time when there was this weird stuff going on and stuff like that. But just us reconnecting, the fact that it was like, yes, let's all do this. Let's do this. We was down to go with it.
I love that. Cindy, I've been seeing you in some interviews, some of the conversations you guys have in studio when you're doing music, when you're rehearsing and everything, and you're looking at the energy, you're like, have these people met themselves for the first time? What's going on? You're excited, like as if you're young girls.
Yeah.
What was that like, considering the fact that you've been solo for a minute, and you've been doing this with your band and everything, and now you have like a whole new situation to deal with.
That's
what
true.
Was that like for you?
What I want people to understand is that when I joined Blue 3, I was just making 18. I actually met 18 at our first concert at Blue Africa.
Yes, so I was a child literally. I was coming from Bali. I had no experience of the city. So these girls were like the ones who like hooked me up with the city. Like these are the clubs and these are the coolest people.
Who was the two?
All that
Who
it
was
was
the
these girls.
Of the two, who was the leader?
Actually, both of them. You know, actually both of them. So for me, it was going back to that child that I was. When I'm in Blue 3, I am the child, and I love it because when I'm the king myself, I'm like at the front line, and I'm leading, I'm fighting. But with Blue 3, I get to sit back and say, okay, yes, okay, and I'm just the baby. So for me, it was that excitement of going back there. That's why even my energy at the studio with the girls is like a whole different vibe. So for me, that's mostly it.
Lillian, did you notice anything different? Of course, yes, we are mothers, we are living different lives, we have responsibilities beyond 2006. But did you notice anything different in your personalities as you're reuniting and you're doing this music? Do you notice some growth, maturity, and all that?
Yeah, obviously we have all gone through so many different stages and things in our lives that have led up to this moment. We are all grown, the voices have matured as well. I think that even musically we have grown in terms of live performances, in terms of, how we present ourselves. It's different from those little girls that we were before. But at the end of the day, we are still the same at heart. Yeah, we're still Blue 3. Yeah, we're still Cindy, still Jackie, still Lillian. Yeah.
Jackie, one of the biggest contributions you've had to the Ugandan music scene has been one of your biggest songs, Gold Digger, that took over the entire continent. In fact, till today when I think about it, I just see those tires in the music video. I see everything, right? So, sorry for doing this. But the thing is, we have a new format of music in Uganda. We have all these things. Do you sit as the three of you and say, maybe let's change this thing? Because you know that you have gone beyond. You have been in the biggest award shows around the continent. Blue 3 is known as the #1 most prolific group from Africa for the longest time. So at this moment, do you feel there's still a chance for that? Can you still boil that energy over, the past is the past, move on?
Why do you want to put me in a spot?
It is important.
On that part.
It is because you're the one who brought it up. You're the one who said the music of nowadays.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
So please tell us.
The music of these days, yes, it is okay, but on my part, the only problem I have is I just can't listen to it for more than a week.
Okay.
So I just believe it's okay the way it is, but we can just polish it a bit and just give them a manual.
Yeah. Great. So you guys can see that this concept is Wakuru, We're going somewhere else that even I don't know. I love the fire. All right, so let's talk about the concert itself. We have done the rehearsals, we've been going through all this, the press tours, and all the madness that has been going on. Cindy, are we ready? Because you definitely have been in this place before, so are we ready?
Yes, we are. I think we're more than ready. And I can never, you guys know me, I can never get into something which I think I cannot handle at the end of the day. But I think from our first rehearsal, when I sang and then heard how perfect the harmonies were on my left, on my right, I just knew we were going to kill this.
Nice.
Because in this country of ours, we haven't had a concert that is so full of talent like this one. So I want to it's just the truth. I knew that we're going to
Sabura.
I feel like it's something that Ugandans have not seen in a long time. Yeah, so I just knew this is going to work. My worry was like, how before we approached Ali, of course, and then the sponsors and all, I was like, who's going to pay for this? Because Blue 3 is high standards. Blue 3 is always a big budget. You cannot like just up and go or want to go and compromise here.
Yeah.
That cannot happen with the brand Blue 3. That was my only worry. But when we spoke to Ali and just got tag onto it, now we're good to go. Everything is perfect. So to come back to your question, we are ready.
Nice. A round of applause for rehearsing and going all this. It must be really exciting time just for you as a person. But how exciting is it to see the three of you together and ready to take over this experience in this world?
I think the first time we performed at, remember when we performed
Naguru?
in December? That was, first of all, the indication that this concert is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Because it was like we had never left. It's like we understood, like the music was still nostalgic to us guys who are singing it. So we want to bring that experience as well to everyone. The same way we feel about it, I'm sure everyone feels the same way. If I sing in Sanyuka now, guys go, yes. It's so exciting for us. It's a bit surreal, but I have to pinch myself from time to time and say, wow, girls, we're finally doing this. Yeah.
I love that. Jackie, one thing that you're known for, all of us here know that once you're on stage, that energy from Northern Uganda will always flow. The spirit is. Do you sometimes look at yourself performing and you're like, eh, eh?
I know, like sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, did you just...
So are there some of those that we should expect on this day, on this great day?
The one thing that I'm going to tell you is that you just need to respect the original Blues Tree and the new Blues Tree, because what it is that she saw years ago is what you're going to get. And you're going to see as well a different version of Blues Tree, because we are different now. So you're going to see everything, like it's a full package.
I love that. Before you guys give your final words, Roy, are you excited? Because now these conversations, are you excited?
I just might go on stage.
Who's going to answer that? Cindy? All right.
Yes, I'll answer that. The fact that you are all here means real music still matters. You're not with them, you are with us. So, if we didn't matter and our catalog was not selling, what are you all doing here? That means that we're still necessary. We might not be as digital as the new artists or trending on TikTok and all that, but our music matters. When people sit back home with their children or in a time when they really, really want to listen to good music, that's where Blue 3 comes in. And then there's a time when they don't want to be serious, so they want to be in a club with their high and they don't listen to nonsense. And all of that. So at the end of the day, we're just here to create a balance.
Cindy, you can't end that without saying, hey, you have to say that, you have to put it there. Aonga, we are now done.
An exclusive. We literally, we did have everybody there, and now this is a major, memorable concert, and it's going to bring people from all sorts of life who support Blue 3, and I think you just have to wait and come and see the difference between the last time and this concert that we're having next week. So it's going to be fire, it's going to be energy, lots of costumes, lots of dancing, and just an all-round good time. Yeah.
Great.
Whatever point it is that the three of us are able, or when you can afford to get the three of us on the same stage, we shall be there. But minus that, we shall still keep giving you some music.
All right.
The journey that we've had together with Blue 3 has been almost 17 years since I started working with him. We used to work with Steve in the beginning, and then actually he said, look, I would love for you to continue working with Blue 3 as I'm getting out of management and getting more into production. And that's really where a lot of my whole career started, was from that transition up to there. Yeah, we're just really happy to be in a position this year where the girls came to us and asked us to work with them. I was like, yeah, for sure. And we're going to do this. And we're going to do everything we can to make this as memorable as possible and the best experience for all the others. Thank you.
Great. Awesome.
And take your time to come and, hear what we have to say about the upcoming concert. Ladies, let's do this.
I think, literally wrapped it all up, but thank you so very much for coming through today. And I just want you to know we've been preparing for this for a very long time. So we totally hope, actually we know you're going to enjoy this.
Yeah, I would, like I was saying, that when it's about Blue 3, there's a big budget to handle, so I'm glad that Ali went to the bank, and we brought on Stanbic Bank. So I am so excited. I've never seen them work with artists in this way before. So I am really grateful to Stanbic Bank for being part of this, and of course Tasca Mode, not just This is not the first time that I'm working with Tusker Mod Lab. Thank you for supporting real talent. It's good to emphasize on that one. And then the media that has showed up today, we really appreciate. Sometimes you call media people and they don't show up. I am so grateful for every partner, people handling hair, of course Sheraton for giving us this beautiful venue and all the other services that they're giving us. It's awesome to see. Show. If you miss out on this show, there's not going to be anything like it. So come and experience it, come and be part of it on the 22nd.
All right.
Do this. Kubanga ebintu ebyo bye mulowooza ebyaliwo tebibanga nabyo mwogera nnyo so ebyo byammwe whatever it is that you think there's nothing we have to say to each other apart from girls.
Cindy?
Yes, all the media houses, not supporting a group that was there before and is still there right now. Thank you so much for showing us that we are still relevant in this in this era. Blue 3 show take out okugiteekawo nebaza abasponsa bonna Stanbic Bank, FlexiPay, Taskalaga, okitegeera buli abaddeko alina kyataddemu naddala mu bafaani abatuteeka ku TikTok ku social media mu motoka zammwe bwenna bagezezaako okuwagira Blue 3 mwebale nnyo nga 22 guno mwezi gwennyini mujje ku Sheraton teri kulanga kulala kigenda kuba kyakabi nnyo.
Yeah, so when you hear Akarango and they're saying